and welcome. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Here, Jay, in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Come on, Ed. Can I say it, please?
All right, if you must.
Yes. Trust the process.
It has been quite a process to get to this point. Jay, they have a squad here in Philadelphia. The opening tip won by the Sixers, and we're underway here in Philadelphia. To Embiid. Butler. Not that time. Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
Simmons with a shot. No good. Russell with it up top. Looking to make something happen. To Hollis Jefferson. Butler into the front court. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. From the outside, no good. Russell into the front court. He'll run the offense. Off the assist.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Sixers control it. Butler. Nothing going here on that drive. Butler to Simmons. Shot clock winding down. Jimmy Butler for 2. Shot won't go. Russell with it up top. The lead is 2. LeVert matched up with Jimmy Butler. Shot clock winding down. Here comes the screen. Going to launch beyond the arc. Smothering D.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Butler to Simmons. Scores from the post.
Just remember an old saying here. You're only as good as your last shot, and your last shot went in. So it's time to get going.
Nothing going here on that drive. Shot from in close, no good.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Embiid to Simmons. 5 on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Deep 2 there, won't go.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Russell. From long range. Yes, D'Angelo Russell. Missed his first. That one goes.
You know, Ed, people have short memories, but this kid was only 19 when he first came into the league. Sure, as the 2nd overall pick, you're going to have high expectations. Trust me, I know. But D'Lo's game is different. First off, he's a lefty, so he throws you off. And his style is even herky-jerky, maybe even choppy-like. That reminds me of Rod Strickland. But fans, we need...
Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Simmons. Lets it fly from long range. Brooklyn secures the rebound. Russell into the front court. Up by 3. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Yes, D'Angelo Russell. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
Russell with it up top. Leads 4. Has a chance. Almost, but no good. Simmons. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Russell to Hollis Jefferson. And he buries it on the step back. Jay, this move continues to evolve since the days of Allen Iverson.
It does so much, Ed. When you step back east or west while maintaining your dribble, look at all your options. Number 1, a hezi. You look at the rim. The defender jumps. You blow by him. Number 2, maybe a crossover in the same direction you just came from to throw the defender off. Or number 3, a raise into an easy jump shot. It's easy when you have this bag of tricks.
And when the game's on the line, that's arguably when it's most dangerous. Simmons to Embiid. Joel Embiid. 2 of 4 now.
Old school equals high percentage.
Brooklyn with the basketball. Screen coming. Surveys the floor. Russell to Dinwiddie. Fultz into the front court. The score 10-8. Working hard on the glass. Rebounded by Russell. To Dinwiddie.
Gotta get through the screen. Get through it. Get through it.
To Russell. Nothing going here on that drive. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Simmons to Embiid. Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. It's 12-10. Simmons to Embiid. Oh, pass stolen by the Nets. And a chance coming up at the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Jarrett Allen has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 77% at the line. First try at the line, no good. No good. Missed them both. I don't know what the defender was doing there, but count the points.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Fultz to Embiid. A drive, but he can't get it to go. Russell into the front court. 14-10 the score. To Dinwiddie. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Russell to Allen Crabbe for 3. His first effort off the mark.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Russell with it up top. They lead it. 4-point game. Rebound cleared by Philly. Markelle Fultz. To Faried. Kenneth Faried powers it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
The shot, almost. Nets have it. Here comes the screen. Russell, guarded by Patton. Fultz with the basketball. Down 6. Off the mark. Surprised he took that one.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Fires the 3. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Fultz to Embiid. McConnell to Embiid. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. 24-second violation. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Russell to Allen Crabbe. Russell to Davis. Missed a wide open look. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure it
Got a piece of it.
jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Here comes the screen. Russell. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by D'Angelo Russell. Sixers have the basketball. Markelle Fultz to Embiid. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Another possession, they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Screen left coming, screen left coming, screen left.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Russell. No, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Has a look. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Cleans it up. First quarter in the books. The Nets have the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Dinwiddie into the front court. It's a 9-point lead. Trying to cash in. Not today. The follow won't go either. Fultz. Here comes the screen. To Butler. Beyond the arc for three. There's the follow. Amir Johnson with the slam.
A lot of people don't show up to their job every day with their hard hat, but he's one of the hardest working guys in the league. Good to see him get rewarded for that bucket.
Carroll matched up with Jimmy Butler. To Dinwiddie. Goes to the right side. Amir Johnson rejects it.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
Gets a look. Can't hit.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
Smith now into the front court. Right now, down 7. Slam dunk for Markelle Fultz.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Philadelphia with the basketball.
To number 20, Markelle Fultz.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Philadelphia, number 25, Ben Simmons. Stepping in for the Brooklyn Nets, number 24, Monte.
Dinwiddie into the front court. Up 5. LeVert defended by Patton. To Dinwiddie. 4-3. Tough shot for Dinwiddie. No good. Smith with the basketball. Down 5. To Simmons. From the painted area, won't go down. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. Leads 3. Off the assist.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
To Simmons. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Sixers control it.
I got some for him.
Simmons. Probing the defense. Simmons. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Here comes the screen. Has a chance. LeVert with a shot, no good. The follow won't go either. Into the front court comes Simmons. Down 4. Can't get past the defender. Simmons with the fadeaway. burns him for the basket.
You know, I'm going to say something that people probably won't like, but guess what? I don't care. I'm already crowning Ben Simmons as a top 5 playmaker in the league. His first true season, he had 18 points, 8 assists, and 8 rebounds. He could finish around the rim and make everybody else around him look great. There's no doubt about it. He has all the ingredients to be the heir to the throne.
To Simmons. Oh, Ben Simmons. 3 for 6 now.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Entering the game for Brooklyn, number 35, Kenneth Faried.
Fires the 3. Spencer Dinwiddie. No problem. Contested. Hits the 3.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
Nothing going here on that drive. Simmons. Here's a chance from long range. It's no good. Shot's not going down. Nets have the basketball. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Going to launch beyond the arc. That's rebounded by Philadelphia. Simmons into the front court. Down just a couple. Has a look. Oh, Ben Simmons. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
We all know that's the part of Ben Simmons' game that he needs to work on in order to take his game to the next level. He has to become a respectable shooter because even if he puts his head down and gets to the rim and gets fouled, he only shoots 56% from the free throw line. By the way, DeAndre Jordan and Dwight Howard were better free throw shooters last year than Ben Simmons. Wow.
Screen coming.
Come on, you guys, work around the screen. You're killing me.
It goes down.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
To Dinwiddie. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Simmons. Oh, pass stolen by the Nets.
We gonna see a team take the lead here?
To Dinwiddie. Driving right to the basket. Davis on the drive, but a shot won't go down.
I got blocked.
Knocked loose. Joel Embiid. 4 out of 10.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Nothing going here on that drive. Down the lane, but the shot won't fall. Simmons with it. The lead is 2. The drive, right to the basket. Oh, had him going there for a second. Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Now the Nets going to take a timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game.
Availability is limited, so you must act now. Visit our team website for more details.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Game for the 76ers. Number 23, Jimmy Butler.
Russell to Davis. Sixers able to clear the rebound. To Simmons. Tons of contact. Throws it down. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
From long range, buries it on the catch and shoot.
And I just hear my high school coach preaching this thing to me every single day, and it's still pertinent for the NBA. It's all about spacing. And when you have guys who are lethal three-point shooters and they understand spacing, oh, that whole floor opens up, and that's a thing of beauty to watch.
Shot by Simmons won't fall. Trying to cash in. Russell with a shot, no good. Simmons with it. Up by 3. Now a drive, but the shot won't fall.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
D'Lo reminds me so much of Sam Cassell. He's not the fastest guy, but he gets where he wants to go anytime. The word that is key for him, potential, potential, potential. Will he be able to accomplish his potential?
Russell into the front court. They trail by 1. To Allen Crabbe. Knocked loose. High risk, high reward. It stays in their possession. Lets it fly from long range. Knocks down the three-pointer.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
To Simmons. The screen sets him up for 2.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Embiid knocked loose. Nets have it. Taken by the Sixers.
When it's a tight game, those missed opportunities on the road make it tough.
Big finish at the rim.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
New blood coming in for both sides.
For the 76ers, number 20, Markelle Fultz. Stepping in
Russell
for
to Hollis Jefferson.
24, Monte Hollis Jefferson.
Can't connect from in close. Fultz into the front court. 2-point advantage. To Butler.
Coming left.
5 on the shot clock for Philadelphia. And Jimmy Butler add 2 more points. The defense had him, but the good shooters find a way.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Count the basket inside.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Just inside the arc, at the buzzer, we reached halftime in a 2-point game. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose and our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The 76ers have themselves a narrow lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaky. Have a look at the leading scores. For the Philadelphia 76ers, these are the guys getting buckets for the Brooklyn Nets.
Game trap. Steals.
We're seeing a lot of steals in this game, and it's not been one-sided. Each of the teams in this matchup have been aggressive on defense and getting some positive results.
Player of the half.
Simmons has the defense figured out, and his shots are falling for him. That's a lethal combination that will be hard to overcome.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. Here we go with the top 3 plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Brooklyn's got it. Russell.
Screen coming.
Won't go.
I agree, I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off 2 legs and expect the contact.
Not that time.
And when you miss so many chippies right around the rim, You look at their points in the paint production, the first half they were great, second half, not so much.
A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal.
Don't rush this now. The game's been tight so far.
I got him. Here we go. Cut it.
Simmons.
Double.
To Butler. Deep two there, won't go.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot. Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Embiid to Butler. Has a chance. Wide open look, won't go.
When I hear these excuses after games, when coaches are at podium saying, it's hard for us to find our energy back, we couldn't find our aggression back, I wonder whose fault that is, coach.
Russell. Able to convert inside.
That's what you like. That rip through right into the shot. That's smooth.
Have to respect all elements of his game. Here's Simmons with it up top. Our score all even in this third quarter. Butler for two. Off the mark.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Russell, tough matchup against Butler. Scores from the post.
And when he gets going, he is automatic from that position on the floor.
And they'll take that any day of the week. Into the front court comes Simmons. His group now down two. To Embiid. Nothing going here on that drive. And one. Embiid, good through the contact. And going to the line for a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Joel Embiid at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 77% at the line. And he converts on the free throw. It's Brooklyn's ball. Russell. Amir Johnson, huge block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
And the finish at the rim.
No fading on that shot, strictly up and down.
Fundamentals 101. Russell with it up top. His guys down three. Deep right corner. Russell. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
Simmons. To Embiid. Kyle O'Quinn pins it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Butler. To Embiid. Runner here won't go down. Count the basket. He's feeling good. Defense has to get him out of his comfort zone.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Joel Embiid trying to cash in on the three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. Russell into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Nothing going here on that drive. Screen coming. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Russell with it up top. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. LeVert matched up with Jimmy Butler. Knocked loose. Fultz with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Gets a look. Can't hit.
And it's written all over his body language. I mean, he looks frustrated, vexed, perplexed, whatever other word you want to throw at it with the X. But seriously, that body language, that's something he needs to work on.
And the reward, he's going to the line.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
DeMarre Carroll, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 73%. And he connects on the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws.
Easy layup.
Fultz into the front court. Tie game, third quarter. To Embiid. Short jumper stays out. Russell. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot. Markelle Fultz. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Gets to the basket and scores.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
I got ball.
Markelle Fultz to Embiid. Short jumper misses. Knocked loose. Sixers have it.
Tie ball game. Make this possession count.
And a throwdown.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Knocked loose. Sixers have the basketball. Kenneth!
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Yeah, they're lucky they get the ball back.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Simmons to Butler. Not that time.
And the tenacity of this game has been set from the jump ball. When guys lined up for it, I mean, you saw the bump and the pushing, the shoving going on. Guys weren't giving up that space. They let him know nothing was going to be easy this evening.
Fultz to Butler. Short jumper won't go down.
It's so important to instill confidence in your best player. I know he missed a shot earlier, but that doesn't mean that you can't run the same exact play and let him prove he's the player he thinks he is, and we all know he is.
Russell to Hollis Jefferson. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's a high degree of difficulty for Rondae Hollis Jefferson. Simmons to Fultz.
Hey, big screen right there, big
To Embiid. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. Simmons to Butler. For 3, you on tough. Jimmy Butler, contested 3. He buries it. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
Russell to Hollis Jefferson. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Butler to bring it up by 3. Here comes the screen. Markelle Fultz to Simmons. Not that time. Won't go down. To Butler. Shot from the lane won't go. Brooklyn with the basketball. Russell to Fareed. Takes stock of the floor. To Russell. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Jumper's good. Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as they'll talk things over in a 1-point basketball game. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Fultz to Butler. Stuffs it down with authority. There's a toughness he learned under Tibbs at 2 stops, and no question, that rubs off on younger players.
There is something that Jimmy Butler does that no other player in the NBA does. He gets into your psyche. He gets into your head each and every possession. He enjoys the process of the fight. Every single blow. There is a pleasure in the pain.
Butler to Fultz.
1 minute remaining in the 3rd quarter.
Not that time.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Fareed to Allen Crabbe. Nice pass to set things up.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Fultz with the basketball. His team up by 1. To Butler. From the painted area, won't go down. to Allen Crabbe. Fires the three. Jay, I don't know if you call that the shooter's touch, but they will take it.
Well, essentially, the touch did help the ball go in, Ed. I don't know. I might have to agree to disagree on that.
Here comes the screen. This for the tie. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Jimmy Butler at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. Free throw good. He's able to polish off the three-point play. There's the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. The 76ers have the lead. This has been a battle thus far. A one-point game as we get things back going here in the fourth.
Everyone gets free pizza.
Markelle Fultz to Butler. Fultz to Butler. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Working hard on the glass.
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Jarrett Allen at the line for 2 shots. He's struggled so far. First one goes down. And fails to hit them both. It's the first, misses the second. Philadelphia with the basketball. McConnell to Fultz. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
Here comes the screen. To Dinwiddie.
ISO, ISO, ISO.
Has a look. Dinwiddie shot, no good. McConnell to Butler. Five on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Butler to McConnell. Beyond the arc for 3. Like the confidence. Tough shot there for McConnell. To Dinwiddie. Scores from the post.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
McConnell to Fultz. To Butler. Couldn't keep it in. Out of Spencer Dinwiddie. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Butler. Fultz. Off the mark. No good. To Dinwiddie. Allen Crabbe, guarded by Jimmy Butler. To Dinwiddie. Had a chance, but it's no good. Butler into the front court. 2-point advantage. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Jarrett Allen with a piece.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Nets have it. Here comes the screen. Dinwiddie, guarded by Patton. To Allen Crabbe. To Dinwiddie. 4-3. Tough shot for Dinwiddie. No good. Fultz into the front court. They lead it. 4-point game. Here comes the screen. To Fultz. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot from in close. No good. Can't connect from inside. Fultz with the basketball. Leads 4. Butler to Fultz. To Butler. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. Jimmy Butler for 2. A fundamental shot right there.
You know, every time I watch Jimmy Buckets, the tenacity he plays with on the defensive end, it just reconfirms the fact that he's been named an All-Star 4 times. He shot a career best 47% from the field in 2017-18. So when you think about trying to lock him up, you have to limit his touches, and you have to force him to catch the ball with his back to the basket. Make him put the ball down on the ground and make contested shots, because if you don't, Jimmy Butler will cut you apart.
Shot by Fultz, no good. And look out. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
Sixers call for time as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
And this is where I get a chance to see if coaches can change it up. Maybe let one of your players lead the timeout so your team can hear a different voice to keep everybody engaged. Maybe like the Warriors did with Andre Iguodala.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Markelle Fultz trying to cash in on the 3-point play. A career 47% free throw shooter. The free throw, perfect. And the lead is up to 7. Dinwiddie into the front court. He'll run the offense. Another chance. Joel Embiid with the block.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Markelle Fultz. 5 on the shot clock for Philadelphia. To Fultz. Fires the 3. Too much contact, and free throws coming.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
hits the first free throw. That one won't go. One more to come.
Stepping in for the Philadelphia 76ers, number 23, Jimmy Butler.
Nets have the basketball. Russell to Allen Crabbe. Able to convert inside.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Butler to bring it up. Lead stands at 7. Knocks it down off the step back.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Russell into the front court. His guys down by 9. To Allen Crabbe. Here comes the screen. Here's a chance from long range. And the rebound comes to Johnson.
You know, some guys love the flash, other guys love the grind. Well, Amir Johnson is a guy that always shows up to work with his hard hat on. That's the reason why he won the Hustle Award last season, for giving maximum effort every time he stepped his foot on that floor.
Shot from the lane won't go. Fultz into the front court. It's a 9-point lead to Butler. Fultz. Shot clock violation. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Subbing in for the 76ers, number 12.
Russell. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Here comes the screen. Trying to cash in. Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
Russell to Hollis Jefferson. Short jumper misses. To McConnell. Here comes the screen. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Russell. Going to launch beyond the arc. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. Fultz with the basketball. The lead is 11. Has a chance. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Oh, emphatic slam. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Fultz into the front court. The lead stands at 9. To McConnell. Here comes the screen. McConnell. Has a look. And strokes it.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there. but he got the shot he wanted.
Russell with it up top. His guy's down 11. The rebound taken down by the Sixers. To Embiid. That's rebounded by Brooklyn. Russell into the front court. Trailing by 11. To Hollis Jefferson. Knocked loose. Taken by the Sixers.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
To Fultz. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. To Fultz. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
We're accepting non-perishable food items from Always in our community. Our thanks go to those who have already participated in this community event.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Number 8, Spencer Dinwiddie. Into the game for Philadelphia. Number 25, Ben Simmons.
To Dinwiddie. Down to 5 on the 24. From long range. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
The Sixers are victorious as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
David Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers emerged victorious after a tight finish. When you're able to get steals like they did here today, it greatly improves your chances of winning. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Philadelphia 76ers. It wasn't surprising to see this team on the losing end of this matchup. They weren't very good with their execution, and they suffered for it. Check out the leading scores. for the Brooklyn Nets.
Game track. Field goals.
From an offensive standpoint, this was a quality game. The same can't be said for the defense. But still, it turned out to be an entertaining matchup.
Player of the game. Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. These are the top 3 plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
These are the upcoming games for the Philadelphia 76ers. This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.